Hello, this video, we are learning from the book, The Cashflow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, which is a guide to financial freedom. This is video number 4. If you're excited about a guide, having a guide to financial freedom, please join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. On this channel, I share what I know and continue to learn. And now I'm sharing information about this book, The Cashflow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, which is a guide to financial freedom. And I started this recently. This is video number 4. If you are new, my name is Sherifa, Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. And recently I changed this channel. I'm focusing on business books, money books, money books, personal development books. And as I'm reading those books, I'm sharing tips, like business tips and online tips, but also I record videos about motivation, asking you to take a step to make your life better. That sounds good. Please like the video, share the video, and also consider subscribing and click on the bell to be notified when I have new videos. But most important, leave a comment. I need to know you watched. The only way I know you watched is if you leave a comment. If you don't leave a comment, I'll never know. For those of you who have been here before, seen me before, you know my mission. I care a lot about taking a step to make our lives better, and appreciate you. Hopefully you already subscribed and all those good things. You leave a comment, you like, and at this point let me share my schedule. I'm here 12:30 p.m. That's USA Eastern Time. Please, when you go to Google, you search USA Eastern Time, then you can see your equivalent where you are. And I'm here daily, but on all the days are books except Friday I come live, and on Sunday it's motivation, but it's the same time. And for those of you who want to know how to get this book, how to get the videos I've finished already, how to bring these books to your community, wait until the end of this video. That's when I share that. But for right now, I'm continuing with, this is video number 4. In video number 3, let me reveal a little bit. I like to go back to video number 3 so we all remember where we ended. In video number 3, Robert was sharing that he was starting to personal development education. And the instructor in that course he had attended had said this statement, I'm quoting it, that to develop into a whole human being, we need mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual education. That was the statement in the previous video. Now, and all this, we need to know that it's not in schools. Unless we are specializing in something, it's hard to find all this in the regular school education. That's why this is very, very important. So, I'm continuing to read in this book. And by the way, we are still on the preface of this book. We're not started reading the real book. Okay, number 4, this is what he says. There is a subtitle. Why is a path important? Remember, he was saying that each one of us need to discover the path to your financial freedom. He is sharing his path. And as he's sharing his path, maybe you'll start thinking about your own path. So, why is a path important? We all know people who make a lot of money but hate their work. We also know people who do not make a lot of money and hate their work. And we all know people who just work for money. A classmate of mine from the Merchant Marine Academy also realized he did not want to spend his life at sea. Rather than sail for the rest of his life, he went to law school after graduation, spending 3 more years becoming a lawyer and entering private practice in the S quadrant. Remember, we're going to discuss quadrants a little bit later. He died in his early 50s. He had become a very successful and happy lawyer. Like me, he had 2 professions by the time he was 26. Although he hated being a lawyer, he continued being a lawyer because he had a family, kids, and a mortgage and bill to pay. A year before he died, I met him at a class reunion in New York. He was a bitter man. This is what he had said to Robert. All I do is sweep up behind rich guys like you. They pay me nothing. I hate what I do and who I work for. So Richard asked, why don't you do something else? I can't afford to stop working. My first child is entering college. He died of a heart attack before she graduated. This is Robert saying. He made a lot of money by his professional training, but he was emotionally angry, spiritually dead, and soon his body followed. I realize this is an extreme example. Most people do not hate what they do as much as my friend did. Yet, it illustrates the problem when a person is trapped in a profession and unable to find their path. To me, this is the shortcoming of traditional education. Millions of people leave school only to be trapped in jobs they do not like. They know something is missing in life. Many people are also trapped financially, earning just enough to survive, wanting to earn more, but not knowing what to do. Without awareness of the other quadrants, many people go back to school and look for new profession or pay raises in the E or S quadrants. I know we have not started in quadrants, but you understand when you follow this story of these books I'm reading, you'll get to understand when he uses the letters S and E or S quadrant. Unaware of the world of the B and I quadrants. My reason for becoming a teacher. This is a subheading. My reason for becoming a teacher. My primary reason for becoming a teacher in the B quadrant was a desire to promote financial education. I wanted to make this education available to anyone who wanted to learn, regardless of how much money they had or what their grade point average were. That's why the Rich Dad Company started with the Cashflow game. This game can teach in places I could never go. The beauty of the game is that it was designed to have people teach people. There's no need for an expensive teacher or classroom. The Cashflow game is now translated into over 16 languages, reaching millions of people all over the world. Today, the Rich Dad Company offers financial education courses as well as the services of coaches and mentors to support a person's financial education. Our programs are specifically important for anyone wanting to evolve out of the E and S quadrants into B and I quadrants. There's no guarantee that everyone will make it to the B and I quadrants, yet they'll know. Maybe it should have been bad. They will know how to access those quadrants if they want to. Then he has another subheading. Change is not easy. For me, changing quadrants was not easy. It was hard work, mentally, but more emotionally and spiritually. Growing up in a family of highly educated employees in the E quadrant, I carried their values of education, job security, benefit, and a government pension. In many ways, my family values made my transition difficult. I had to shut out their warnings, concerns, and criticisms about becoming an entrepreneur and investor. Some of their values I had to discount here. He's quoting now what those people were concerned about, what they were telling him. But you have to have a job. You are taking too many risks. What if you fail? Just go back to school and get your master's degree. Become a doctor. They make a lot of money. The rich are greedy. Why is money so important to you? Money won't make you happy. Just live below your means. Play it safe. Don't go for your dreams. These are things they were telling him. These were all quotes. Okay, now he has another subheading, and I'm about to end the reading, like this large paragraph, when I finish it. Okay, he says, diet and exercise. I mentioned emotional and spiritual development because that's what it takes to make a permanent change in life. For example, it rarely works to tell an overweight person, just eat less and exercise more. Diet and exercise make sense mentally, but most people who are overweight do not eat because they are hungry. They eat to feed an emptiness in their emotions and their soul. When a person goes on a diet and exercise program, they are only working on their mind and their body. Without emotional development and spiritual strength, the overweight person may go on a diet for 6 months and lose a ton of weight only to put even more weight back on later. The same is true for changing quadrants. Saying to myself, I'm going to become an entrepreneur in the B quadrant is as futile as a chain smoker saying, tomorrow I'm going to quit smoking. Smoking is a physical addiction caused by emotional and spiritual challenges. Without emotional and spiritual support, the smoker will always be a smoker. The same is true of an alcoholic or a chronic shopper. Most addictions are attempts to find happiness in people's souls. Most addictions are attempts to find happiness in people's souls. There's an addiction I skipped because I didn't want to mention it here. This is why my company offers courses for the mind and body, but also coaches and mentors to support the emotional and spiritual transitions. A few people are able to make the journey alone, but I was not one of them. If not for a coach like my rich dad and the support of my wife Kim, I would not have made it. There are so many times I wanted to quit and give up. If not for Kim and my rich dad, I would have quit. That's the end of my reading of this video number 4. Because I'm choosing stop there. I'll finish the preface in the video number 5. Now, for those of you interested, but I will leave a comment about what I just read. And if you think I'm reading so fast because I'm trying to go quickly to make the videos like shorter, please leave a comment for me. If you think I'm reading so fast, because normally I would read slower, but that one I just went a little quick. Let me know if it's a problem. Then I'll slow down in the next one. Okay. Those of you who want to get this book, I'm putting links in the description box. Please go so I don't spend too much time explaining here. I have a link to take you to audio. It's free for 1 month. I have a link to take you to physical book. I have but I put notes on the link so you can read and then click and go. Because it's easier, so I don't speak too much in the videos. A link to the audible, free for 1 month. A link to the physical, you have to buy through my website. Then a link to the videos we finished. And that one I'll put in the pinned comment, also in the description. Because now we are on video number 4, but 1, 2, 3. How do you find them? Link. Also at the end of this video, I'll link that one and in the ending screen. And also for those of you who want to see this book in your communities, to see this knowledge in your communities, put your email on the Go-Getters list. It's also in the description. I call it Sherifa's Go-Getters. But I explained all this in video number 3. So what I'm going to be doing, I'll be linking always video number 3. For those of you who want to know how I want to make this knowledge come to your community, you'll be watching video number 3, so I don't have to keep repeating the same thing. Video number 3 is where I explain how this works. Just put your email on the Go-Getters list in the description. If you want me to support you, have this knowledge in your community. I mean community local, not community online. Online you can share the videos, but I'm talking about local. Okay, that's my video. Please leave a comment for me. What do you think? Your takeaway? I'll pick up takeaways to use in the final video. So whatever I take away in the video, put it in a comment, please. Like I always end them. I say, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your families. Take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye.